This episode of your Football Daily Headlines is brought to you by Football Couch. So, Enzo Maresca, 3-year reportedly appointment to replace Pep Guardiola. Although Pep has 1 year left on his contract at Manchester City, we're well aware he has a clause to where he can leave the club at the end of the summer, and that looks to be pretty much confirmed now at this point. So what next for Pep moving forward? He's already expressed his interest in wanting to move into a more international role rather than club football. So where could we see Pep going? Now, Pep has already expressed his love for the yellow jersey of Brazil and the style of football that the Brazil national team plays. But Carlo Ancelotti is there and has recently signed a contract extension. He's previously had talks with the England national squad. Again, Thomas Tuchel is there and has recently signed a contract extension. Now, I would not be surprised if either one of these national teams had a disappointing World Cup, that door doesn't become open for Pep to go in as a replacement and pay that manager's release fee. Because at the end of the day, it's Pep Guardiola. Success speaks for itself. And if you want someone to take your club forward for the coming years and build a project and build them into a successful team moving forward, he's your guy to do it. Now, I'm not saying Ancelotti and Thomas Tuchel couldn't do that. We're yet to see what they can do, and that's the reason for it. But at the same time, there has been interest coming from the US national team on a possible opening that they would like to have talks with Pep Guardiola of a potential appointment for the future of the national team there as well. So again, I'm interested to hear everybody's thoughts on what they think Pep should do moving forward. And I think just as a little side segment, we've got to touch on the congratulations for Arsenal for winning the Premier League. But I do think the news broke for Pep Guardiola and the Manchester City club at the worst possible time in the media. Obviously, it came the day prior, or 2 days prior, to where they were facing Bournemouth in a must-win game, which essentially cut the Premier League short. I do think it could have gone down to the very last game. I don't think Arsenal would have lost it anyway, but I think it was cut short because you're always going to have that in the back of the players' minds, especially when it's been all over the media. But again, I'm very much keen to hear everybody's thoughts on the topics that we've discussed today, and I look forward to replying.